Hi, welcome to Genki Clinic. My name is Toby. In this video I'm going to run through how to make use of stick moxa. If you're interested in a little bit of background, please watch the previous video. I'll put the link below. But for now, let's just dive straight in. The type of moxa that you're going to be using at home is called stick moxa. Very simple. It comes in a stick format like that. Inside there you've got some of that which has been rolled up tightly and put into this stick. You can get hold of it very easily on Amazon or a number of other websites if you just search for it. Here's another version of it, a little bit smaller, that I use here in the clinic. This format of moxa, the stick moxa, is very easy to use. However, moxa does burn very hot. That's one of the reasons why we use this particular herb. And if you do touch the skin with the ember that is burning, you will get burned. So please be careful. Please just follow the very simple guidelines which I will show you, and you should be perfectly safe at home. Before we start, we need to know a couple of things. Firstly, how to put the moxa out safely. Secondly, how to hold the moxa safely so that we don't burn ourselves. And thirdly, where we want to actually apply the moxa. So let's start with putting the moxa out. So the things we're going to need are one of these moxa sticks, some kind of metal tray. Can be a pot or pan, something like that, just to place your moxa down, just to be able to place it somewhere safe. And of course, a lighter. I actually use one of these. You can see there it says, beware of moisture, keep in a dry place. The reason for this is that if you get it wet, it will degrade the quality of the moxa. You can do it that way. If there's any real problem, just put it straight out into a cup of water. A better way of doing it is to get a bit of tin foil. I've just folded this over 2 or 3 times. And what we're going to do is create a cap for our moxa stick. So just roll it up like that. It doesn't have to be so tight. In fact, not too tight is generally better. Now I've got a tube of tin foil, aluminium foil, about the same diameter as the stick itself. Come to one of the ends, crimp it down, turn it over a couple of times, like so. So we now have a cap, like a pen cap, that we're going to place this into, which will exclude the oxygen. So I'm going to quickly demonstrate putting the moxa out. Here we've got the burning moxa. You can see that the ember is going and burning well. We've got our little cap here. Very simply insert it. Just make sure that it's a little bit crimped here. You can see there's a tiny bit of smoke coming out here. If you want to, you can just close those ends a little bit more. Really make sure that it fits well onto the moxa stick like that. And then, yeah, just place it down. You don't really want to touch this end here because the conduction of heat through the aluminium could mean that this will be very hot right now. So if you just leave it like that now, the moxa will go out. Remember that if you take this out within a shortish period of time, it may well relight itself. Please make sure that you put the moxa out completely. You will burn your house down or burn yourselves if you don't. The second thing to note is that when we light this up, it will be smoky like a cigar. So please do this in a well ventilated area. If you have a kitchen fan, that can be good, or in a room where you've got reasonable ventilation. So in order to get going, the first thing we've got to do obviously is light the moxa. Very simply, just light it up like this so that the ember starts to glow. Once it gets going a little bit, you'll know that it's going because you're going to start seeing the smoke coming off it like this. Okay, so now we've got some burning moxa. It may not look hot, but believe me, if you touch the end there directly with your skin, it will actually burn you. Now we know how to put the moxa out, let's look at how we hold the moxa to make sure that we don't burn ourselves. So we're finally getting to how to use the moxa. Actually, the best way is to hold it parallel with the portion of skin that you're interested in stimulating. So if I'm going to come down my arm here, I want to make it parallel like this. This doesn't do it. The easiest way to make sure that you're relaxed and safe whilst doing this moxa is actually to hold it in your hand like this, between the thumb and the rest of the fingers. We're then going to place these fingers here onto the surface of the skin so that they give us something to rest. This means that there's no chance of slipping, moving, somehow forgetting that we're doing the moxa, or if we're doing it for a friend or a family member, that if they move, we'll automatically move with them. So with those basics in place, we can finally get started. Please see me in the next video, which will talk about the lung meridian. Use moxa along that meridian to improve your health. See you there.